Hello and welcome to Granules podcast. And today we're in conversation with Mr. Ravinder Singh, the MD at Indian Phosphate Limited, and Mr. Rohit Parmar, the director. Welcome to podcast, both of
Thank
you,
you.
and heartiest congratulations. It's
Thank
been a
you.
remarkable journey to the IPO
Thank you.
milestone.
Thank you.
So, how's been your journey like?
Journey I started in this Indian Phosphate. I started in 2004. The first plant we started fertilizer. That is 130,000 tons capacity.
Sure.
And later on in 2008-9 we started this chemical unit.
Okay.
Initially the capacity was 12,000 tons per annum. It has gone up to almost like 1 lakh ton now.
Super.
We are producing almost 70,000 tons now. We have sold almost 70,000 tons. So this is how it started.
Amazing.
And now future expansion south we are putting up another plant sulfuric acid, LABSA plant again chemical unit and again magnesium sulfate, and another fertilizer unit in Dhule, that is the MP and Maharashtra border. So we are putting up another fertilizer plant there.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And about the rock phosphate, when we talk about our raw material for fertilizer is a rock and sulfuric acid. So rock, luckily, we got one mine from the Madhya Pradesh government.
Sure.
From the auction we got this, and now the work is on, exploration is on. So we have our own rock. Beside this, we are putting up. I've invested some my money in one of the company where we are going to upgrade the rock phosphate.
Okay.
So out of that also, I'll be getting around 70 to 80,000 tons of phosphate per annum for our Indian phosphate at a very reasonable price. So this is, and regarding the power, when we talk about Bikaner, we have put up an Indian phosphate Rajasthan unit. We have put up one solar plant in Bikaner. So we are not buying anything from outside, and in south we are going to generate our own power. So we are not going to buy anything from outside. Through turbine, we are going to generate this.
Super.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Rohit, can you talk to us about the object of the IPO?
Fine. Right now, the company doesn't have any term loan.
Right.
We have funded our entire expansion so far from our internal accruals. Only we utilize our CC limit from our existing bankers, and the proceed from this IPO. We will utilize part of IPO for our Tamil Nadu project expansion. It is a greenfield project, and the remaining of IPO proceeds that we will utilize for our Rajasthan operation. So we will retire our existing CC limit from the bank. So virtually we will be debt-free company. And beside that, we are working, as our CMD has shared. We have set up a 0.75 megawatt solar plant in Bikaner. That is the exact requirement of our power consumption in Rajasthan. So we are not dependent on state electricity board for power consumption. So we are working towards sustainability and contributing to the environment and reducing the carbon footprint. In Tamil Nadu also, we are putting up a plant where we will generate, it's a chemical plant which will generate steam, and that steam will generate power which will be good enough to run our entire plant complex. Not only that, we'll have some surplus plant which we will utilize in our upcoming expansions.
Excellent. So, Mr. Ravinder, you have a very unique proposition of backward and forward integration. Can you talk to us about that?
See, when we manufacture LABSA, when we talk about chemical, there is a byproduct called dilute sulfuric acid.
Okay.
That dilute sulfuric acid we are using in our fertilizer plant. That is one.
Okay.
Same when we talk about south, and again the rock phosphate, already we have acquired one mine, and another investment we have done in Udaipur for rock also. So that rock will be utilizing in our fertilizer unit, Udaipur unit.
Sure.
South, LABSA will be producing, but for the LABSA you require sulfuric acid. That again we are putting up a sulfuric acid
The
plant.
entire.
And whatever is the generation is there of dilute sulfuric acid, that will consume in magnesium sulfate.
Okay.
So everything in house, and there will be a power generation and it will be consumed there. So this is what we are.
See, one more point I want to add in this entire process, we are practically now zero discharge company.
Sure.
We don't discharge anything outside. Like he has shared, dilute has been generated from our LABSA plant, which is utilized in fertilizer. Similarly, in south also, we'll produce sulfuric acid using in LABSA plant, generate dilute acid. Dilute acid will be utilized in magnesium sulfate. So our entire manufacturing operation is horizontal and forward and backward integrated,
Sure.
and we don't generate any effluent, and we have zero dispatch actually.
Very nice. So, can you give us top 2 reasons why retail investors should invest?
You can see our journey. If you specifically if you look at last 3 years, in last 3 years, if you look at the number, 2021-22, we had top line of 557 crores.
Okay.
Last year we were at around 768 crores.
Sure.
Last 3 years, if you look at our top line, we have grown at around 34% CAGR in terms of the revenue, and of course in PAT also. And we have 2 projects upcoming. Of course, as we have already shared that we'll utilize part of our IPO proceed for greenfield project and part of our working capital requirement. So in that case, the Tamil Nadu project will contribute when it go full stream next year. This year we are commissioning in December. So three month last quarter of this financial year will have a revenue generation from Tamil Nadu plant. But when it goes to next financial year, it will add around 250 crore to the top line.
Okay.
So and of course, since we have a internal generation of power,
Right.
which will again increase our profitability. And since now we are utilizing that working capital also from IPO proceed, Udaipur also our profitability will increase, because we will not have any debt. We'll be almost zero debt company. So that is like very promising financial performance also, and that is how, of course, my investors should look at the improved financial performance, and they can become a partner to our growth journey.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Mr. Ravinder, what's your roadmap for next 5 years?
For the next,
5 years?
see, this is the one south plant.
Yes.
The second, there will be another expansion in the south.
Sure.
Again, going for a chemical.
Okay.
And mining, we have to start the mining. And second, we're going to have this Dhule plant will be in line next year. So the more and more business we're going to add on this.
And if I may ask, what's your leadership mantra?
You have to be true, you have to put your 100%, and you have to be very transparent in your business.
Okay.
Then only you can grow.
And Mr. Rohit, final words for the entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs.
Yes, he has joined the business, and he is a quick learner.
Okay.
And nowadays, in fact,
The new generation.
new generation. In fact, nowadays he is taking care of entire plant operations,
Okay.
Udaipur.
All right.
And going forward, since we have a lot of expansion in a pipeline, so CMD and myself, we will be occupied, like focusing on the expansions and other areas. And then the young generation can take care of existing operation and take it to the new heights.
Absolutely. Thank you so much on that beautiful note. We wind up. Wish you good luck. And
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for
Thank you
taking
very
the
much.
time. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.